If you clicked on this video, chances are your back hurts. Let's learn to eliminate back pain. I'll be discussing 5 ways of completely eliminating or at least greatly reducing back pain. But first, let me give you the backstory to my back pain. In 2017, I was in a serious car accident and had herniated disc in my neck. The surgeon had to put in some metal and some screws, and after the surgery, the surgeon and the physical therapist told me that if I didn't keep my back strong, I would be in pain. It's like the kind of pain for which people have to take pretty strong medication that is addictive, makes you stupid, and sometimes it doesn't actually eliminate the pain. You just have these terrible side effects and you still hurt. At least that's what I've noticed. So nobody needs back pain. Nobody needs the medication that goes with back pain. So for these past, 8 years or so, I have been doing exercises faithfully, and back pain has not been an issue in my life until earlier this month. I had a little minor surgery, and the doctor warned me, after this surgery, you won't be allowed to lift for a whole month. So I knew that I had to just be aware that the back pain might return, and I might be dealing with that until I got my strength back up. So yes, I have been dealing with it a little bit, but I have learned how to conquer it when I'm not really allowed to exercise just yet. So let me show you what I have done. This first photo, number 1, you see this back brace. Here I'm wearing it over a shirt. I typically wear it under my clothes, but over a t-shirt just so I won't have any itchiness. The one I'm wearing may be purchased from Amazon. When you click the link in the description to buy it, I'll get a little commission. The description says it's good for lower back pain. On me, it eliminates both lower and upper back pain. The next thing that I suggest you try is a TENS unit. TENS stands for Transcutaneous Electrical Nerve Stimulation. In this photo, I'm wearing a TENS unit. The TENS pads are on my back on either side of the pain. Though I'm laying down, the TENS unit may be used during normal daily activities so long as you keep it dry. Each session is 20 minutes and may be restarted at will. I've linked it in the description, and we'll get a small commission if you follow the link to purchase. So what you saw in the photograph connects to this TENS unit. And one goes in here, and the other one plugs into here. And these are, of course, connected to the electrodes that you saw on my back. And you can see here 2 reds, 2 blacks. Each of these, a red and a black, are connected to one wire. A red and a black is connected to this wire. A red and a black are connected to this wire. So after I'm all hooked up, I plug them in, and then there are these knobs on top. So when I turn these knobs, I'm not really going to turn it on now, but right now it's set at 0, and I dial each one until I begin to feel a little tingle, and the stronger I do it, the higher the number, the stronger the tingle. The idea is that you get the tingle, which is like a little zappy kind of feeling, as strong as you can handle it, and it, maybe confuses the nerve signals so they stop sending pain. It can also stimulate your endorphins, which is your body's own natural pain relieving. So I've been using this a couple times a week. There's one thing to know, though. If you have an electrical implant in your body, maybe something like an electrical brain implant or a pacemaker or something of that nature, then this is probably not right for you. So the next thing I want to talk to you about is your chair. Let me give you some backstory on the chair and why I would even mention your furniture, because furniture is kind of expensive to replace. So several years ago, I was staying at a friend's house for a few weeks. I was basically between houses, had sold one house and was getting ready to move into another one and didn't have a place to live. So I was staying at a friend's house, and she had had the same kind of back surgery I had. It was before I had mine. She had had the same kind of neck surgery. And she was often in pain, often taking naps, often staying in bed because of pain. And at this time, I was fine. I'd never had a problem with back pain. But I noticed that when I sat on her furniture, like her chairs and her sofa in her living room, my back started to hurt. And her back was always in pain. Now, she had an excuse. She had a reason, because she had had the neck surgery. But she wasn't doing any physical therapy. She wasn't doing anything to make her back stronger. And she was sitting on this furniture that kind of made her sink in so that her back had this, this kind of a thing. And some of that furniture, it looks so cozy. And if you sit in it and you sink in and you're not holding your back erect, it basically is contributing to bad posture, which after time can be painful. So I suggested to her, maybe your chair has something to do with it. I've never had back pain, but since I've been sitting on your sofa and your living room chairs, I have had back pain. And she said, well, my husband likes these chairs. She wasn't willing to change the chairs because her husband liked them. You don't have to change out the whole living room. If you can just get one chair in each room that you can sit in, one chair that doesn't sink down when you sit in it, your life could be so much easier. It could eliminate pain, eliminate downtime, eliminate crankiness. So here you see my office chair. It's not too firm and not too soft. When I sit in it, I don't sink in, so I can maintain good posture and not have chair-induced back pain. Think about where you sit when you read a book or watch television. If your recliner or easy chair is too soft, it might be causing back pain. Think about replacing it. My fourth suggestion is that you lift your limit daily. Now, what do I mean by that? If you have an ongoing problem with back pain, your doctor or health professional may have given you a suggested limit. Don't lift more than whatever. So you can take that as don't lift more than as do lift. So the doctor gave me a limit until a certain date, a limit of a gallon of milk, which translates to 8 pounds. So what I have been doing to attempt to keep my back as strong as possible, minimize pain before I can get back to the gym and reduce it all the more, I have been lifting my limit and doing everything that I can do with the amount of weight that I'm allowed to lift. So here I have some 2-pound hand weights, and they're not extremely heavy, but for someone who's kind of small like I am, they feel heavy. But when I work with these weights, I'm actually working my core, working my back. If I do this with the weights, I'm working my core, working my back. Earlier today, I was punching with the weights and doing these kind of like rowing exercises, which is really good for these muscles back here. If you want some exercises that are great for back. See my Fit After 55 series of back exercises. But so if your doctor has given you a limit, lift your limit. If they say don't lift more than 15 pounds, then lift 15 pounds. In various ways that are comfortable, that don't hurt. If it doesn't hurt, it probably doesn't harm. And of course, if you have questions, ask your doctor. But by lifting your limit, you're keeping your body as strong as possible so that you won't be in pain, because it's actually the weakness that is hurting your back more than anything. It's the muscles that can't support what they need to support that puts you in pain. The bad posture associated with the weak muscles is putting you in pain. Now here's number 5. Go see your doctor and ask the doctor to prescribe physical therapy. They might want to do an MRI or take some x-rays or find out the underlying cause. And that's a good thing. We want to know why. If you hurt, you need to know why. But if everything else has been eliminated, if there's no reason not to do physical therapy, there's probably a good reason to do it. You can greatly reduce and eliminate the back pain by learning how to keep your back strong. Reduce and eliminate your pain. Be pain-free, medication-free, at least pain medication-free, and have a more cheerful, more productive life. God bless you and good night.